Check.
Check.
Yeah.
Check.
Mic. Perf. We gotta get our energy up.
Okay.
I wish I could just scream right now.
We can't do that. Yeah. Back with another episode. This is definitely the latest we've ever
100% by far.
by probably
A long shot.
6 hours plus.
I don't know. I feel like we've never done a podcast after maybe 6 hours.
Yeah, maybe the first one we did pretty late at night, but ever since then.
Not 3 a.m. with Mike and Proofy
asleep
on the couch.
On the couch. So he was saying that naturally, even though we don't really care, I guess,
Because we warned them.
Yeah, we warned them. We said, hey, we're gonna do a podcast. Then they went back to sleep, and so it's kind of it's in the back of your mind. It's I don't really want to talk that loud. I probably won't be doing my screeching laughs.
And it's 3 a.m. and the house is just dead.
Oh,
quiet.
Yeah, right beside Will's room that hasn't seen a human being inside of it in a long time, and
it's scary.
Yeah, there's just all sorts of definitely a different environment for the Flycast.
Everyone listening is like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, I did not. I want the Flycast.
It'll turn around.
It will turn around.
We just got to warm up. So, what's happened? It's only been a week.
It's only been a week. We don't have 6 months of content to talk about this time.
Now what? What are you?
Shit. That is just. I've been. I don't know how much you want to talk about business stuff, but that's.
I don't know how much we can.
Yeah, I mean, I know we can't talk about specifics, obviously, but.
All right, what's a business in your life right now?
I mean, that's basically that's what's consumed me lately.
That's why we couldn't.
Yeah.
Do the podcast this late.
Yeah.
Because you're leaving tomorrow. I'm having company over tomorrow, for the weekend.
True.
So I'm trying to do 4 videos in one day, editing and shit. And I was like, all right, let's do the podcast. And you're like, but I'm streaming. I was like, all right, well, after streaming, it's fucking 2 a.m.
Yeah. And when I say the business stuff, as far as stuff in my life, I'm not even talking about streaming or my personal YouTube. It's just things of
it's changing.
Things are changing, and I think it's a good thing. I'm excited.
Can I say, I walked down here and the fucking meeting I walked into was next level.
Yeah, dude, the meeting we had today was is not even probably. It's by far the best meeting we've ever had.
Yeah.
As far as Jay, Hex, and I, and Aaron was there.
Yeah, because you guys handle the vision, fucking Optic Nation, the future of that kind of stuff.
I mean,
and then everything else kind of revolves around that.
Yeah.
So it's when I came downstairs and walked into, I was I saw Hex there with a poster board.
Yeah, poster board.
Everything drawn out.
Dude, I was in a different mind state during that.
You were prancing around. Pacing around.
I was literally pacing around the kitchen.
We gotta do this, and then,
dude.
But
I'm so glad. I think I don't know if you've ever seen me in that state before.
Nah,
you have.
Yeah.
But it's just whenever I get I don't know. Whenever I'm super passionate about something, and I feel obviously the future of optic content is something that I'm obviously really passionate about, and that's all we were talking about. That's all we've been talking about for a while. So.
And then none of this is gonna make sense until
3 months from now.
Yeah, until it happens.
Yeah, but it's been the plan all along. And then I go upstairs and just read internet comments about how I'm terrible. I just saw you tweet that,
dude. Now we gotta get into Twitter. I don't know.
What do you mean?
I don't know how you
Twitter?
let that. I don't know. You search for it.
I don't search.
I think
for
we're
it.
Complete opposites when it comes. You don't search for it, but you go to where it's gonna be at. It's inevitable. 100% gonna be there.
Yeah.
And I bet there's, I don't know for sure, but I'm sure there's 10 good comments and then a bad one.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck the 10 good ones. Fuck this bad one. Fuck you, guy.
I think what mostly, because I don't know if I actually got over it, but I feel like I kind of got over just did you just hit yourself?
The hat. I'm not used to a hat.
The
bucket hat would just graze it and then just like push in, but this one just...
Yeah, so I feel like I eventually got used to the whole like just random hate from random people.
Yeah.
But
they're so dumb.
But I think that the stuff that like actually bothers me is stuff that like I could see it like carrying some sort of weight if you didn't know what what actually goes on behind the scenes. Like if people are talking about how like, I don't know, obviously Vision hasn't been out in a while, and it's so easy just to be like, Vision hasn't been out in a while, Hitch sucks at his job now and he's lazy and he doesn't do anything. But like there literally are like 5 different reasons of why.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's like as a business you can't because a 16-year-old is telling you where's Vision? Yeah. Like you can't be like, oh well, this is what happened.
Oh, this is what happened, and this person.
There were no events.
Yeah.
Then
all that shit.
It's hard to even explain it because it's like putting it on other people.
Yeah, exactly. I literally can't say anything.
And it's like you're not going to sit here and put it on like say, well, I didn't because this is completely just an example, but like, well, I didn't because none of the COD team wanted to do interviews.
Yeah,
and that's that's not what happened.
Yeah, it's not what happened, but
it's like if that was the reason why something like that didn't come out, it's like you can't just say that.
Yeah, because if you like, it's kind of like if I say what's actually going on, then that kind of like it like puts a bad light onto another person and like portrays them in a different way, and I'll just eat it, man. Like I don't. But there are like so many things that go on behind the scenes, and it's just, I think that's what eats me alive.
And it's not even like it's anyone's fault. It's just
the way the world works.
It's how it is.
Yeah, and I understand that. I don't know. Maybe I do like read into it too much, or just let it. I don't know how you. I like see you and Bose and like Ashley, and you guys have like the thickest. The 3 of you guys have like the thickest skin ever, or like I don't know if you have thick skin or you just don't care. I know Ashley for sure has thick skin. She was just telling me about how
for sure.
Like she reads shit and she was like,
it depends.
Doesn't even faze me anymore.
It's like if I know, I don't know. It's like I put myself first, but I headbutt microphones on podcasts. Shit, what was I saying? Like, what hurts most is when I know I'm not doing something that I could have.
Yeah.
Like the fucking, like the content a couple weeks ago. And not doing that forever.
Right.
It's like that was on me. So when people are shitting on me for that, I'm like, fuck yeah. Like this does suck.
Yeah.
But when it's like the whole vibe vision, like with that, it was like,
yeah, you just can't say anything.
If I headbutt this thing one more time.
Dude, yeah.
It's like that type of stuff doesn't affect me as much because it's like you guys don't really know, but I'm not just gonna make a vlog about it, or like I'm not just gonna like sit down and make a vlog about it the next day because people are complaining about something.
Yeah, maybe that's like you see it as like it doesn't affect me because you guys don't know. For me, it's like it really affects me because you guys don't know. You know what I mean? And that's just that's the difference between the two of us as far as like that is concerned. But yeah, you're right. Like when people will say, "God, that video sucked," and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I mean, it did, but like we have to do.
So it doesn't. Yeah. Well, does that bother you? If like
if I put out a video,
a vision kind of sucked, and like people are saying it sucks. So
yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. There are some visions. I'm a little biased, but I'm not gonna say any vision is like bad. Like I never like half-assed a vision, I guess. Like I never like actually was like, I just want to get this over with, so I'm just gonna throw some shit together. Yeah. Like I genuinely try on every vision, but there are some visions where I'm just like, damn, this did not flow as well as other visions. This is not work
I could have did this.
Exactly.
Could have did that.
I could have shot this better, or the audio messed up on this part, or just like stuff like that. And then I'm just like, damn. And then and I've been sitting at my desk for 6 or 7 hours, and I've also been shooting for a while, and then I put it out, and it's just like, damn, this vision kind of sucked. That's what some people like. That's what the comments say. And you're just like, damn.
I can understand stuff like that. Because like when people kind of shit talk in that sense, when it's like deserved, like I don't sit here and be like, oh, they're just little idiots, because sometimes the shit talk is deserved. I mean, we put ourselves out there and we get critiqued because that's just the world we put ourselves in.
Yeah.
And it's just something you have to accept.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, but
I think I've said this numerous times. I feel bad saying this because I know there are probably some pretty cool people who get on the internet and shit talk. It's probably not often, but I'm sure some people do it.
Yeah.
But I always tell myself, I know zero cool people who are on a thread or fucking Twitter, YouTube comments, talking shit. I would never go to my friend's house and like see him typing in PewDiePie's YouTube comment section. You're a fucking idiot. But then there's me when I was 16. When I was 14 to probably 17, 18-ish, I was probably one of those guys. I wouldn't just go out. Stuff. It was mostly like Xbox Live, just like talking shit through the mic and stuff like that. I was one of those kids you hated.
Oh, I can see that.
But I don't think I ever... no. Yeah, I did. There was...
Did you say you still like...
You weren't a part... Do you even know about like the MLG forums? Like the MLG forum days?
Yeah.
When it was popping?
Yeah,
Like Halo team prediction threads and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember
that shit's been out since like 05 or like 06. I don't know if it's if it even exists now.
Yeah.
But I remember from like 05 to maybe like 2011 or I don't know, something like that. But those were like its prime years, and like everyone would go there to see like drama, what's happening with teams. And then I was just a little am at the time, like 2005, 2006, 2007. And I was one of those kids who had neg rep. Like my little bar was red.
Oh,
like if you got a lot of
yeah.
positive rep, you'd get more green bars. And I was that kid with negative rep with more red bars.
Because you were just shit talking people?
So I guess...
I can see that. Yeah. While she's just running shit at the time, and you're just...
Yeah. I was definitely one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know if I talk shit to pros, though. It's mostly just talking shit to other people.
To other Ammies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it happens. I guess you just grow out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you telling me one time that you, like, went back and saw your old tweets, and you would, like, tweet... You, like, tweeted basketball players or something?
Oh, yeah. It was... Like rappers,
that's what it was. Rappers, yeah. I feel like
I was like, okay, maybe
maybe it's just.
I guess maybe that's why I don't care as much as you do.
Yeah.
Because I would like kind of was that guy, and I understand it's like a age thing, and they just don't really get it yet.
Yeah.
Or they just actually do care at the time, and that's the only way their brains know how to put out their opinion.
It's crazy the level of care too. Like the level that people care about certain things within Optic.
Yeah.
Like there are the fans, and then there are the hardcore fans, which are like they read into, they like more hardcore fans are like more critical than opposition. Like
it's like looking at a basketball team. Say there's some diehard Cavs fan.
Yeah.
Like he's probably been at a game, and as LeBron's walking off, he's like, "Fuck you, LeBron," but he loves LeBron. But he just, it's like, no, man. Instead of talking shit to the NBA players, go try to be not an NBA player, because you probably can't. You're probably 5'9" and not very athletic. I'm not making it to the NBA, but it's like, why sit there and talk shit instead of like trying to be the guy who's climbing success and getting shit talked?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I feel that. And it's like the casual fan is not going to critique the org. Like they're the people in, like, going back to the basketball reference, like the nosebleeds, and they're just happy to be there. Yeah. And it's like, if the team makes a point, they're going to cheer. But if the team misses a point, they're not going to be upset, or like they're not going to boo. They're not going to like critique what went wrong and why they missed that shot. They're just going to be like, "Oh, we missed," instead of LeBron should have passed it to this person. They should have done this play, because like.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if LeBron heard you saying that, he would be like, who the fuck? Like, who are you?
Like, dude, the play was drawn up like this. Kyrie's pinky hurt, so I knew I couldn't pass it to him.
Yeah, exactly.
He hurt his foot on the play before. Like, you don't.
Right,
you don't ever. And then obviously there's times where there's obviously something that you can just shit talk.
Yeah,
Someone just fails, or
no, for sure,
something. But I don't know. It's like, instead of people, I don't know. It's like, not that I don't want to be an entertainer, but I don't want to be, I don't want to just be someone's distraction. Like, they get home from school, and the type of people that'll critique me or you or Optic or just anyone, it's like, I don't want them coming home from school and just like catching up on what's going on in the gaming world. Like, I don't want to be the guy that's just entertaining you and distracting you from like real life. Like, I want to, like, my ultimate goal in this is not to just be a distraction or an entertainer. It's to like spark the people who are watching to go do something good themselves as well.
Yeah.
And try to be successful.
Yeah.
Like, if that makes sense, because I know a couple of visions ago, it was like everyone was like, he doesn't want to do YouTube. But it's like, it's not that I don't want to do YouTube. It's that I don't want to just be a distraction. I don't want to just be an entertainer. I want to like I guess motivate, or just like don't watch me. Don't watch my videos. Go be great on your own.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess for me, it's like, I don't necessarily know if I want to just be a YouTuber either. It's like, I want to do what's I like creating, and I like creating like I don't know, like obviously videos are what I do now, but I used to like write songs and play guitar and like you know, I don't know, just all different types of like creative things, and it's just something that I've always liked to do is create. And so I don't want to it got to a point where like, yeah, you're just making this video because it's going to get this amount of views. If you put this thumbnail on it, then you'll get double the views, and then you can you know, make a video a certain amount of length, and it just everything you like. That's what you're starting to think about. You go through all that,
and it's you're like, and then you just think to yourself, like, is that how I want to live?
Like, just at what point?
Being like an entertainer, being like a puppet.
Yeah, I mean, everyone says that like we made our dream job, and like we're lucky to be in this position, and we definitely are super lucky. And this is my like dream job. It's like
super lucky. But at the same time, not super lucky.
Yeah. It's like, I think some things that would like actually shock some people, because you don't really think about it if you haven't lived in both worlds. And we're like probably two of the only people that have actually worked full time and then transitioned into this. It's like,
which we get tweets all the time saying we wouldn't survive in the real world.
Oh, Hitch would never survive in the real world.
Surviving in the real world before this.
Like, if I have to do something and it's not on time, I get fired. I'm like,
like I was working until I moved here. I was working since I was 16.
Yeah, I literally once I realized I wanted to do this, I like basically dropped out of college. Not even basically. I stopped going to college one day and never even filled out any papers saying I was leaving or anything. I just stopped going. And I started working, and I worked like 3 different jobs, like multiples at a time. And I understand you have something to do, you get paid for it, you do it, you get paid. But that's not how it works here. It's just not. I mean, you can make it that way.
And it's like, what do you mean? It's like, I get it. We're like blessed to be in this position. But then it's like, it wasn't luck.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how many people...
Yeah.
Like, we'll get to how you got into it after, but it's like, how many people were a pro on an optic team and aren't here now?
Yeah. And the fact you did it through Halo is the craziest part.
Yeah, and I did it through a Halo. But it's like... It's not like... I just, well, I mean, kind of just joined the Halo team. And before I joined the Halo team, I made sure I could do this. I made a choice before I joined that I could move in. I could start YouTube. I could do everything that you guys have seen so far. And then it's like even before that, it's like, it's not like I just randomly got an optic. Like, I played Halo to get pro for 15 years.
Yeah, it's like what you did Halo in high school. Like, other people would go to soccer practice.
Yeah.
You would play Halo.
Other people would hang out.
Yeah.
I would play Halo for fucking a very, very long time. Like 10. I played Halo for 15 years. And like serious Halo for 10 years.
Yeah.
And if that's like, I don't know, if being 15 and like doing some shit like that isn't deserving to be in a position like this, I don't fucking know what you got to do.
Yeah. And then everything I hear, I just know what people are going to say. Yeah. And it's just like, yeah, like what would you say to a person that hears you say that and be like, yeah, man, real hard work. You played video games for 10 years.
It's just like, yeah, man, you don't.
It's like there's a separation. Like if you don't get it, you will never get it.
Yeah.
Like if that's how you view that situation where you say, I grinded and I immersed myself into basically a lifestyle that was not common and is still not common. And I did it. I took a risk and basically hit it as hard as possible. Then you won a national championship, and it's like,
people think I joined well, not people think, but like people think I joined when joining Optic, like when Aaron moved to the house and started uploading videos. His shits were getting his like first videos were like one of his videos got like 40,000 views.
Yeah, blew up.
Like within the first 2 weeks of him like uploading. Everything else is like over 10K, 20K. Like that's not what I moved into. When I moved into Optic, people didn't upload every day. For the first couple months, I was getting 3,000 views a video.
Yeah.
When I moved in, Nadeshot moved out.
That's
Seth
crazy.
didn't live there. Like it's not like
yeah.
Like shit, not that shit hit the fan when I joined, but like, you know, it's not, when I moved in, it's not like you had huge Nadeshot who was doing the daily uploading to like
right.
push me and like get me out there.
So you're saying in that situation, like people are saying like you still had to like really work for it. So you like uploaded multiple videos for like a couple thousand views. You said you were streaming for like 34 people. And you had like your cool little tight group.
When I joined, I'd stream and have like 40 viewers max.
Yeah.
Like it was not the same.
Dude, when you're sometimes
people
you're
act like it wasn't a risk. To fucking move out here when it wasn't even a thing. Like wasn't it like people just didn't do that. The only people that do that was Bose and Mike.
Yeah.
Like Big Timer, Nadeshot, Scump. They're a different story because they were just winning every event on Optic. But as far as like the content creators, it was like as far as Bose, Mike, and myself, it was like a chance.
Yeah.
Like let's make this happen.
Yeah. I have a video, probably one of my favorite videos that I've ever uploaded, and it's not even like all it is a stream highlight. It was like one day like we were playing Modern Warfare Remastered, and it was just me, George, and Blake, and we were just playing like viewer 8s, literally just chilling, and like we were tired of the game, so I was about to get off, and instead of getting off, like George and Blake and I just started like talking, like reminiscing over like the grind, I guess. Like,
wait, when was this?
This was like 6 months ago or something like that. And it's called like Reflecting on the Grind to Optic or something like that.
Oh, you made it a video?
Yeah, I made it a video. It's just like I literally just ripped 30 minutes of stream footage and just uploaded it.
Yeah.
Just because it was like, I guess, super dope. I don't know. And it was just like literally us talking about it and talking about how Blake came over to my apartment and there was mold everywhere and I was paying $400 a month and for rent. And basically, just going to work every day and then coming back and making videos, and nobody knew like really what I was doing just because I was just literally like grinding, and I was just eating ramen every day, and then like on good weeks I would like cook chicken, like I would cook chicken for the week and then rice for the week, and then that's what I would eat with sriracha sauce. Fire. But like. And we literally just talked about it for like 30 minutes, and Blake kept like remembering like all these different stories, and I was just like, man, that was super dope, and it like made me like happy, like reminiscing myself over how intense those couple years were. And then I upload it, and then people are saying like, man, like that's crazy. I didn't know. I just thought you kind of showed up like as at that day that
you don't just show up.
Yeah, like the day that I moved into this house, and I'm like, hey, they're just like, oh, it's just some random kid that Hex picked up, and they like people just don't understand the background and the story and
like how you were going to events, not getting paid anything, but like still covering stuff. And
dude, I have DMs from like the entire amateur Call of Duty community that I would say, hey, like I'll sell you a package for like $50. Like if you pay me $50, I'll give you pictures of all of your teams and some video clips of all of your teams, just so I could go to events and break even, just so I had food money to go, because I wasn't getting paid to go to events. I was just getting flown there. And so I would just get flown there, and then I would eat off of that money, and then I would just come back, and then I would still take a huge hit because I didn't work for 4 days. It was just, I don't know, it was constant, and nobody thinks about that. Dude, I remember...
A lot of people probably don't know either.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm not saying like they should be thinking about it. I'm just saying it's I mean, it happens with like on a broader scale, like mainstream celebrities too.
Yeah, it happens all the dude. I'm like reading Kevin Hart's book.
Oh, dude, I can't even
shit in that book of like him explaining how he made it, like his life story. It's like this guy has been, like, I'd say over the past 5 years, Kevin Hart exploded.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like before this 5 years, he was doing it for 15 years, traveling to New York,
dude, every
day, like 3-hour drive there just to not even perform, just to hang out with comedians, just to be seen.
Just to live. It's all about like immersing yourself in that lifestyle. It's all about like thinking about it. Like it's all about like just the law of attraction or whatever. Just living in an environment where it's impossible to fail.
Not impossible. There are people that just in certain things you gotta realize when you don't have it.
Yeah.
Like in Halo 5. I didn't have it.
But I don't know. Impossible to, if you are set out to be a basketball player and you're just, you come up a little short. You're just, 5'10" and you're not big enough and your left hand dribble is not good enough. Like those few things. But you love basketball and you love everything about it. You love the lifestyle. There are so many opportunities to still live that lifestyle, to be a reporter, a sports reporter, or to be an analyst, or to work in the stadiums, or to work on the business side of the NBA. Like there's always something, and that's still succeeding in something that you're super passionate about. I mean, like that's how I got here, I guess. It's like you played Halo, you became a Halo pro. I played Call of Duty, and my mom yelled at me for playing Xbox at night. But then like I found an outlet in the community that I was like so passionate about, and taught myself from there, and that's how we got here. So it's not like it's wanted
like literally hustling.
Yeah.
Like just because you work, like I would work. Like, just because you work a job, like, yeah, you have to work you have to do something to get money. But it's like, on your off time, what are you going to do? Like, for instance, when I'd work 8 hours, it'd be like 2 to 10, right when I got off work, scrim Halo till 2 a.m. Drink 2 beers.
Yeah.
So I could go to sleep, wake up, and like do the next thing over again, or do the same thing over again. And it's like I don't know. It's like it seems like not a good life, because I didn't like socialize really.
Yeah.
Like I definitely had my moments where I did, but for the most part, it was like just.
Dude,
I don't know, just like hustling. And I don't even know if it was conscious at the time, but I don't know. I've always been like doing something.
Yeah.
But it's about what you do. Like, do what you have to do to survive. But then it's like, instead of watching TV, go to the gym. A few months after working out, your brain will start thinking differently. You'll have more energy to do shit. So instead of watching TV after work, you'll get into fucking painting. Next thing you know, you're painting paintings and selling them on eBay. I don't know what the fucking happened with painting, but it's like, for instance, my dad worked, but then he also had, I don't know how the fuck you get into this, but he made bull whips.
Your dad made bull whips just for fun?
Like that kind of shit. I wouldn't do it because I'm not fucking into bull whips. But like, he would do that and like sell them.
That's crazy.
Like you would, like whatever you like, work. I don't know. Put time into that and make a hustle out of that as well as surviving. Just fucking work your job if you have to pay the rent. Yeah. But in your off time, don't find what you like. But then the problem is a lot of people will say, like, I don't know what I like.
Yeah, I mean,
like, I'm not into anything.
I feel like I always said that too. But I always said that too. Like in high school, people were like, "What do you like? Like, what do you like?" And when people ask me that, I'm thinking sports and video games. Like that's what I like. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like you were trained to be like, those aren't acceptable answers. Like, what do you like? Oh, I like science, or like I like something that you would deem respectable to actually pursue. Like if I went to high school and they were like, "What do you like?" and I said, "I like Call of Duty," like they would be like, "Cool." But
what do you actually
like? Exactly.
What do you really like? You gotta start thinking about this, Davis.
Yeah, like that shit is stupid. Like that is stupid. And I feel like I wasted a lot of years of college. I don't know if it's a lot of years and a lot of money of college, but obviously it wasn't waste because I got so many experiences from it, and like I probably wouldn't be here.
You never know.
Like, yeah, exactly. But I'm saying like there's like when people say, "What do you want to do?" and like, "What do you want to be?" or like, "What are you interested in?" Like if you guys are in high school or college, like don't think that there's a dumb answer to that. Like if you like puppies and that's your thing, then like say that. Like you're not gonna
fucking do some shit. It's gotta there's like shit
rescue
for
animals or something. Yeah, like there's always opportunities and no, like I feel like that's something that I like. If I don't know, if somebody just like sat me down and said, if you're interested in something, you can do it. But what all the adults are scared of is that you're going to not like actively try to do it. Like if I was like, I like video games, and they're like, okay, so what do you want to do with video games? And I would just like play them. Like that's what I want to do. Like then that's what they're scared of. But if you're like, I'm interested in video games, I want to do something in that realm, then that's like the mindset that you need to bring to the table in order to like get further with that.
Also, what's the quote? It was like, I'm completely butchering the quote, but it's something like, you can do everything in the world, but unless you make yourself known, it doesn't matter. Because like, I wish I didn't fucking butcher the quote. But like, does that kind of make sense? Like, you have to like put yourself out there.
Yeah.
It's like, say this bad example, but like say you're working out, fucking you look good, feel good, but you're not approaching females and putting yourself out there to get whether rejected or accepted. Nothing's gonna happen. You're just gonna be going to the gym.
Yeah.
But it's like you're going to events, you're recording shit, you're getting footage, you're reaching out to people to sell shit, and that's cool. But until you came to Hex and put yourself out there to get denied by Optic Hex for your fucking idea of like joining Optic and starting this thing, you know, it's like, what if you never did that?
Yeah, like what if I didn't have the balls to even ask him?
Yeah, what if you didn't have the balls to ask him? What if you didn't have the balls to have a resume of some sort to ask him and then be like, oh, and I've done all this stuff, so I think I'm worthy of doing this. I'll make it happen.
Dude, that's the resumes are the biggest thing. Like they're so important.
Like you couldn't have just went to Hex after, 2 events and making some vlogs and be like, hey, I wanna.
But that would be stupid.
Yeah, that would be stupid.
And people do that all the time.
Yeah, people do that all the time, and then people also don't even. Some people just won't even like go for that. Like they won't put themselves out there to get rejected.
Yeah.
So it's like you never know.
Yeah. It is. I guess like the original.
Dude.
What?
Fucking. I don't. This is kind of. Well, no, it has to do with it. But like Ace. For finals of H2A, we beat Optic. And we got 3rd. Should have got 2nd. I would say that till I die. We got 3rd. We beat Optic. They got like 7th. And then Ace, after the event, didn't think I would. They were talking about picking me up, but Ace was like, they were kind of just like, he's not gonna join, whatever. So like they didn't ask me. And then Ace randomly, because we're both freaks, we just both happened to be up at like 5:30 in the morning, and I get a text from Ace. And back then I was friends with him, but not like I'm friends with him now. Like we didn't like text and shit. But Ace just randomly was like, yo, would you be interested in joining us? I know you guys just got 3rd, but I figured I'd just put it out there. And at first it was like, I don't know. But then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, actually. And then like this, literally everything I imagined happened. Joining Optic, doing YouTube, fucking. And Dude. It's like if Ace didn't just like randomly take the risk of, because he thought I was gonna say no. If he didn't take that risk to ask me, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And it's weird how that shit works.
Yeah, it is weird. I remember I called. I don't want to turn this into like story time and reminisce, but
I mean that's all fucking this shit is.
Yeah, I mean, I called Blake on the way home. I think in that video I was telling you about the stream highlight. I think we even talk about this, but on the way back from work one day, or it was like one of my friend's house or something, Hex DMs me and sends me his Skype. And it had something to do with like photography at the time or whatever. Like some drama was happening in the scene, and he just DMs me a Skype. And at the time, like I had only like talked to him briefly once or twice in like the 2 years that I had been shooting, or like the year and a half that I had been shooting. And he just randomly DMs me a Skype. And obviously I've been an Optic fan for 6 years at this point. So I'm like, oh shit, Hex just DM'd me. And then I get in a Skype call with him, and we start talking about, like the situation, and then we deal with it. And he, like, that's like my first impression that I was able to give Hex or whatever. Then I hang up on Skype and I call Blake, and I'm like, I remember calling him and I was like, dude, I'm going to be wearing green within the year. And I said that to him. And he was like, dude, he was like, oh, that's a bold ass statement, because I had
Blake shit.
Yeah, I had like just got on like UMG, and like literally just put my foot in the door. And I remember like telling people, I was like, they're like, what is the goal? Like, what do you want to do? Because like I was making like pretty good stuff, I guess. And I was like, well, optics the goal. And then they would like laugh, like, yeah, of course, like optics the goal for everyone, of course. Mm-hmm. But like, what's your actual goal? But I don't know, like if I hadn't, like, I don't know, man, like if I hadn't have, like, if that hadn't have been the goal, where I lived and breathed to to build up my resume and to attack this shit from all angles, like who would have, like, it might not have happened.
So when he messaged you or whatever about Skype, was that just about something separate, and then eventually it built into the idea?
There was like drama going on within photographers of the scene, and he knew that I was like involved with media, and like he was like, I'd been to enough events where, like, at the time, like, not a lot of people were shooting pictures or videos. Yeah. Only, like, it was literally like the first one I went to, there was a dude named Travis, there was Ring's house, Zach, and then there was me, and then Blake was shooting pictures, and that was it. That was at the event, and so, like, he knew of me, and then there was drama that was happening in the scene, and he, like, wanted to, like, get my input on it or ask me about it or whatever, and I just gave him a answer that he thought was, like, acceptable or whatever. Yeah. And we saw eye to eye on the situation.
That's key too.
Yeah,
because a lot of people will either dick ride, and that's a huge turn off.
Yes.
To not know when
to shut up.
And, like, when it's acceptable to I don't know, it's like for example, this okay, so apparently you guys know about the Optic, like, music stuff. And then I never said this, but apparently people got the idea that I'm, like, kind of recruiting people, in which to a sense I am, but it's like I'm kind of going at people.
Yeah, of course.
Not, like, taking applications.
Yeah.
And then this kid, not to call him out, I won't say his name, but he might listen to this. And he might know who I'm talking about. But this kid hit me up about it, like, yo, I heard you were recruiting people for the Optic music thing. I love music. I make beats. Check out my shit, blah, 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 blah. And I checked out his stuff, and it was like a few things, and it was, like, pretty good. And I was like, yeah, your stuff's pretty dope. And he, like, just kept talking to me. Like, he kept, like, asking questions, like, just, and I was kind of, I was being friendly because I can't just, like, be a dick to someone.
Yeah.
But, like, I was kind of being friendly, but it was like, dude, you have to, like, I know what your YouTube page is. If I see the, like, if I see what you do and I like it, like, I'm gonna come to you.
Yeah.
But, like, dude, he almost kind of turned me off of even, like, giving him a chance, because he was, like, so aggressive on, like, doing it.
Like, if I had gone into that Skype call with Hex and I've been like, yeah, thanks for, like, talking to me. I could shoot pictures, like, whenever. I could shoot pictures.
And then, like, the Skype session's over. You're like, hey, that was a good talk.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime you need anything else, hit me up. And then, like, next day you Skype him. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, stuff like that will just turn you off. But he did actually chill out, and I didn't hear from him for a few days. I looked at his YouTube channel, and I saw he was still uploading a beat every single day, and I was listening to his beats. I was like, not gonna lie, this shit's kind of fire.
Yeah.
And then so I hit him up, and I was like, hey, here's a melody I made. What can you do with it? And he's better than me.
Yeah.
But I was like, here's a melody I made. What can you do with it? And then, like, later that night or the next day, he sends me it back, and I'm like, this shit's fire. And, like, ever since then, we've kind of, like, been cool.
Yeah.
But it's only because he, like, kind of chilled out. So I was like, all right.
Yeah.
This dude, you know.
Basically, it's, like, it's really important.
If I'm going to work with someone, I want it to be, like, a natural like,
and
chemistry kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not just, like, you, like, damn, chill out. Fucking.
Yeah. Like, just imagine, like, we do this every podcast. Imagine Drake and 40 in in the studio and they're with a bunch of like other people that are listening to the music, and everyone is just like, yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, there's nothing that needs to be changed. Yeah, you can't do any wrong. Where in reality, like if you're a producer, not 40, but if you're another producer in there and like you hear something and be like, yo, what if we did this, or like what if we tweaked this, or this is dope because of this, instead of just like being a yes man and just I guess dick riding.
I guess it's a kind of social awareness type of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, this kid is only 16 and he's pretty good. He definitely has potential. I called him Lil MaNiaC.
Lil MaNiaC.
But
shout outs to Lil MaNiaC.
We'll see. I actually sent him something tonight.
For real?
Yeah. Shit, what was I gonna say?
Dude, we've been talking for 50 minutes, and the original thing that...
Dude, what?
The original like point that started this, I mean, I'm down to go like way over an hour. I don't care. But
dude, what?
The original thing that started this was saying this is gonna blow your mind, because I just remembered the reason we started talking about this entire conversation was because we had worked actual jobs, and not actual job, but we had worked jobs prior to being an optic, and I originally said it because like of the differences in working our jobs compared to jobs now, like the jobs that we have now, and like the, I guess, mental, like the processes that we go through now are so different, where it's like, I think I had even like started saying this sentence and never finished it, but like, it's going to be like weird to hear, if you've never experienced both sides of this, but like it's like there are times where it's like harder and it's like tougher. Not even times, it is always harder and always tougher now than it was then, in my opinion. Like,
as far as what?
Like you grind so hard, and you take all these risks and do all this stuff in order to get the position that we're in now. And then you're like, yeah, like we did it. And you think that there's
but this is not doing it at all.
Yeah. But
at
it's
least
like,
in our minds.
Yeah. And it's like you finally get to this position that you wanted to be in. And it's like, now it's hard. Now everything's hard.
Yeah.
Like you don't get to the position.
Especially like what's coming up next. And it's like, it's probably not gonna, it's like, it's never gonna stop. And I try to keep a balance to where I'm like, not just fucking, work. And people fucking see me and they know I'm not about just work.
Yeah.
Like I read a lot and listen to a lot of videos about like, kind of like balancing your life. Like there's so many people who are successful, but they're not happy. And it's like, I don't want to be chasing something my whole life, but I'm gonna keep trying to make myself a better person.
Yeah.
But the thing is just to find a balance between that, and I can no longer think right now because an alarm's going off.
That's hilarious. Mike's alarm just went off in the...
Fuck, what was it I was gonna say? Oh, well, this kind of, I guess it's past that topic, but I was gonna say, whenever we were talking about knowing your limits on like asking people for stuff and like being too aggressive and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when I first started making beats and making like decent ones, I reached out to an artist who's not huge by any means, but talented. I think he's talented.
Very talented.
I went for him because I see potential in him, like next year double XL freshman type potential,
or in the next 3 years, something like that.
But like when I went to him, I wasn't just like, hey man, check out my beats, hey, what do you think of that one, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yo, can I send you these beats? And he was like, yeah. And I sent him a couple. And then after I sent him a couple, I was like, if it's cool, I'm going to just send you beats. You don't have to respond. You don't have to tell me if it's good or not. Like, I don't care. I'll send you beats. If you like it, cool. If not, don't like feel like you need to respond at all.
Yeah.
And like after that, and he was just like, yeah, that's cool. And I sent him multiple beats, and no response, but I didn't expect a response.
Yeah.
And then sent him more beats. I never tried to start a conversation. I was just sending him beats. And then one day he was just like, yo, that shit's dope. Give me that one. And then I was just like, okay. I gave him that one. A couple weeks later, he sent me back and was like, check this out. And it was him rapping over it. I was like, oh shit. And then that'll be whenever that comes out, which
when that shit drops, that's coming.
When that shit comes out, which is soon, it's just like,
dude, it's wild because you kind of did like I feel like I witnessed you do it all over again. You literally did it all over again. Like, I know you, like, obviously you're not where you want to be musically. but like, you know, you grow up in like you grow up and in high school you're like, hey, I want to play Halo. I'm like, oh shit, now I really want to play Halo. Like, I really want to compete in this shit. And then you just live that lifestyle and you just grind. Yeah. And then you got to a point where you're like, all right, I'm done. Like, Halo was dope and it got me to where I am, and I have a lifestyle because of it, or I have a way of life because of that. But I'm also interested in making beats. And I saw you literally for like, do you remember that grind?
That shit was unhealthy.
Very unhealthy.
Like,
definitely the most
unhealthy point to like, people weren't like putting me in. I don't even know if I was uploading.
No, you weren't.
Because it was like, my schedule was like, I had to learn everything.
Dude,
I was waking up and that's what I do the entire day.
It's like that's, and then so
like I have notebooks of learning fucking piano notes.
Dude, I walked into your room one day and you literally were sitting, like, you always, every single time I went in there, you were sitting like this and you were just clicking and listening to shit. Yeah. And it was before you even had any of your like boards or anything. You just had like a piano. Like, that's literally all you had. Yeah. And
just the little piano.
Yeah, just the little piano. And and so I went in there and I look on your desk and there's literally papers everywhere. And you're just sitting there and you're like staring at the papers, and you would like do something on the screen, and then you would like go to and like figure out, you're like trying to figure, you basically were like, I was like watching you learn like pseudo music theory as it pertains to hip hop beats. You learned like 2 years worth of it in like 3 months. Yeah. And
I mean, I've taken a music class before.
Yeah.
I don't remember shit from it.
Right.
Because, well, not because, but the music class was probably, I don't fucking know. How long is a class? Like 3 months or something?
Yeah.
Like a college course.
Yeah, probably like 3 or 4 months, I think. Probably.
Well, I took a music class. I don't remember shit from it. And I hardly learned, now that I think about it, it's like I hardly learned anything actually useful.
Right.
But if you kind of know what to study, and I can't really say that I did know what to study. I knew what kind of music I liked, and I started studying that. But like, it was so much more beneficial fucking just grind. Like, it's all I did for quite some time was trying to make beats when I had a fucking headache, because I'm sitting there wearing headphones. I didn't even have those speakers. I'm just using like Turtle Beaches or whatever. So I'm just having music blasting in my ear all day. So I'm like, I can't take that.
And it's anymore. The same like 4-bar pattern. So you're tweaking like 2 things.
Yeah, like tweaking shit and going through every single sound. And there's thousands of sounds. And then when I get tired of that, I lay down, I get on my laptop, and I start watching, like, how other people build sounds, how they combine different sounds.
And then if you're not,
what chords are, what scales are, what the key of songs, just how to tune shit.
Dude, and then if you're not watching actual tutorials because your mind is literally mush at this point, you're watching interviews from Kanye or interviews from
I
40
did that a lot.
Or like in the studio sessions with different artists, just because it gives you entertainment and gives you like I guess motivation, but it also like keeps you invested into this whole thing that you're trying to build. Dude, do you remember how crazy those months were? Because those were the months.
That was unhealthy.
Oh, it was definitely unhealthy. And like when you snapped out of it, that's when, or not snapped out of it, but like when you like finally got to a point where you're like, okay, I know enough and I'm unhealthy, so I need to like tighten up. That's when I can't
do that.
Exactly. That's when you like started uploading like 9 H1Z1 videos a day, and then that's like when you came out of it. But during those times where like you were doing that, that was also when I was like in the peak of my daily vlog, and then also playing Modern Warfare 2 every single day, and like preparing for that like throwback tournament that I was gonna run. And literally, like, dude, that day, like, I woke up.
Funny fact, how Jack was here commentating.
Yeah,
I stayed up the night before. And I think it was because of music. I just like did music all night, and then like Jack was casting, so I was like, I'll cast with you. Then like by 6 p.m. I was dead.
Yeah, I remember you were super dead. Yeah. But I remember like one morning like I had played, I had streamed Modern Warfare 2, wagers all night, and my stream was like popping at the time because it was like, I don't know, it was like a fresh face, I guess, in Optic streaming. And then I was playing with Blake and George every single night for like 7 hours because Blake wasn't married at the time. And then I got off. It was like I got off at like 6 a.m. and then I wrote out the script for my 100K video, my Edit My Life video. And then by the time I was done with that, it was like 7 a.m. and I was just like, dude. And then I walked into the kitchen, and as I walk into the kitchen, you're heating up leftovers from making beats all night. And then do you remember that? And
I don't remember that.
And then I was like, dude, I just wrote out the script for my 100K video, and you were like, for real? Like,
oh. And then I remember, and you were like kind of telling me about it.
That's when I like,
and was like, fucking, yeah, man, the shit's.
That was wild, dude. That seems like forever ago. But it was
when was that?
It was like last October.
Like 2016 October?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And then because I remember once we were done like having like, because I like told you were like the first person I told about that whole video, basically my whole life story and everything that happened with me. And then we like talked about it, and obviously like we relate a lot in that way. So we talked about that for like an hour. And then after that you were like, dude, look at this. And you like showed me, it was the same day. And you told me the reason you were up that early is because you were it was like the first time you learned how to like mess with EQs with the sounds within a beat or something like that. So like you had to go in and like fine tune all of your like,
I wonder what beat it was.
But I remember you were like, this is the best beat I've ever made. And you like played it for me.
I think it was the like Little Yachty type beat.
The Little Boat thing?
No,
or Little
not
Lost
that
Boat?
One.
Oh.
I would have to.
Oh, dude, that's what I use for the intro to Flycast.
The Little Boat one?
Yeah, your beat, yeah.
Dude, I made those shits so long ago. Dude, and like thinking about that shit now, it's like, holy shit.
Dude, because you were like, this is the best beat I've ever made. Like, listen to how clear it is compared to what I was making earlier. And I was like, yeah, like sounds really good.
Wow, I do remember that.
But if you compare that beat to what I'm listening to now, it's like not even close.
That's why people always ask for my SoundCloud.
You're just like,
and
no.
I'm just like, they're like, do you have a SoundCloud? And I'm just like, yeah. But
dude, you've got to start releasing shit.
Yeah.
Because I get your mindset where you don't want to release it because you feel like you're not there yet.
Yeah.
But I think that's why people are like frustrated or people talk shit, is because they're like, they hear the shit you made, like the Little Lost Boat era, and like you made like a Future thing, and they're like pretty good beats, like they're pretty catchy. But those are your beats now.
They don't understand. I have like when I click open in my FL Studios,
dude,
how
it's
just
disgusting how many there are, and they're not organized. They're just everywhere.
That is my problem, is they are not organized.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I went from hearing like that day.
But I look at all that like practice.
Yeah, exactly. But when the beat that I heard that day was a beat, like it was like a beat that people make, which is what they think you make still. But the shit that I'm starting to hear is like professional. It like sounds real. Yeah. And like obviously people will learn that whenever
like even
he drops that song, that shit's gonna be dope.
Yeah. But even I don't know. I'm weird when it comes to like I made a MaNiaC Boomin' tonight, and I don't even know if I'm gonna put it out. It's like it's solid, and it's like I don't know, but it's just like
it's just a video.
I'm too picky.
Yeah,
like, I want that shit. I want people to be like, oh my, this shit's hard.
Yeah,
not just like
exactly
good beat. So it's I'm just so like, even with the beat I sent to that guy, like I know his friend as well, and he's like, dude, this shit knocks in my car, this beat's hard. His manager said this shit is hard, and even I'm just like I was like, what if I was like, can I actually do some stuff to that beat and then like send it back to you? And they're just like, nah, we want it how it is. And I'm just like, fuck. I'm just like, it's not like, I don't know. It's because like I look up to producers who have been doing this for like 15 years, and their shit's just stupid.
Dude, when I watch some people's video, man, like when I watch like, it's even like people in esports. Like when I watch Max's videos or like Damien's videos, like I'm just like, what the fuck?
Wait, who are that?
The Liquid and the TSM videographers and like esports producers, like.
And the thing is,
but I feel like I don't know how long they've been doing it, but they had to have been doing it like twice or more longer than I have.
And obviously, because I can just tell as I keep doing music more, like I can take a sound. I've realized I was doing way too much and trying to find way too many sounds before. And now it's like just about getting a sound, doing some effects to it, and making it sound good like that. Like the more, like every producer I like, and I think their beats are ridiculous, they always talk about how easy making beats is.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's true. Like the more, because I used to have like 10 different sounds and it was like, I listen to it now and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But like now it's like I can take 2 sounds and just add certain effects to it to make it sound full. And it's like, like a rapper can't, because my ultimate goal is to make beats for rappers to rap on, or an artist to be on.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, you can't have this crazy shit with vocals.
Right.
Like it just has to be kind of like a catchy but like also hard at the same time. And I just know I used to just do way too much, and now it's more about perfecting like simple shit. But then it's like it's also, I don't know what it's like for you, but at least for me in music, it's like you literally have to think of something out of your ass. Like,
dude,
like you have to pull shit out of your, like literally think of it out of nowhere and start making a beat.
Yeah.
Like it's like you can't really go in having a vision.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that, like, I think that's like one, I mean, to relate it to my situation, that's like one of the reasons that I got so frustrated with what vision was becoming. It was just becoming, it was like, I originally wanted vision to tell a story, and I wanted vision to be that, and I wanted vision to be the video that tells the story of behind the scenes and Optic that I never got a chance to see, like back in the day when I was an Optic fan. And I wanted it to tell it to the best of its, like the best I could possibly tell it. Yeah. And then, you know, as vision went on, like it turned into, we don't have a story for this week. How can we make up a story, or not make up, but what can we
You have to get creative.
Yeah. What can we throw into vision in order to make it, in order to upload something this week and to force our hand at it. And then it became, well, now I have to talk about Halo. So I'm going to get an interview from somebody and have them send it to me over the internet. And then at that point, it doesn't flow well because I can't bounce off of, I can't give the interview. I send them a list of questions and they send shit back. And so like, it's like, it's like, as far as like when you were talking about how like you're picky or whatever, like when I go back and I watch the interviews that like Royal 2 sent in, or the Gears players or Snakebite, it's like yes, I told the story and Vision came out and it was okay, but it doesn't have that like Crossroads feel, or like the
I remember
trust
when
the process.
I used to be in Vision, like kind of doing like the like narrating kind of.
You're gonna say something that's literally a meme on Reddit. What? I wonder what Nick's gonna say about the CS team this week. Oh, I thought that's where you're going. Why is that a meme? Because literally I couldn't get interviews from the CS team.
So I would like narrate.
So you would like explain, or it wasn't every week. You did it twice. Yeah. And one of them was because Hex wasn't available. But
even when you did have people, it was like you would still like, I'd chime in about like watching it.
Yeah.
Like Flamesword would chime in about like watching the Halo tourney. Big Timer would, you know, shit like that. But it's like, even while we give interviews, you're sitting right there, I'm sitting right here, and the amount of times you're like, all right, so talk about the Halo event, what happened, like map 1, map 2, map 3. So I'll start, and then I'll give sort of like a basic answer. Then I'm like, all right, what else do you want me to say? You're like, all right, we'll talk about what happened whenever they had the flag and they couldn't get it. But like when since I'm there asking like, what else do you want?
Exactly.
It kind of works better.
Exactly.
But when you have people you send questions and they send answers back, it's like you can't like bounce. Yeah. They can't give an answer and you can't be like, okay, but what about this that happened during that?
Yeah.
Like it's just very basic questions.
Right.
Whenever you're sending it.
And then
basic questions and answers when you're doing it via Skype and whatever.
So the options there for me were continue doing that, and like it was like painful to me almost, or it was like don't like continue putting out continue putting out like content that I didn't think was quality enough, whereas like the interviews that were sent in, just they didn't flow well, and they looked weird in the middle of actual like clips from a DSLR, a really nice camera, and then all of a sudden there's a webcam.
Yeah, versus a webcam.
Yeah, and then so that was one thing, and then also another option was to, okay, we'll hold back on that, but I'll interview somebody else about it. I'll interview you or Hex, or basically anybody who was around watching the tournaments that they were talking about. But then at that point, like you lose the player engagement.
Yeah.
And so then it's like I'm sitting here like I just didn't know what to do, and I wanted to, like, I want to create this, like,
and then it's like, as being a player once, if I didn't place as good as I wanted to, or if I lost in a bad way, and say you're at the event, and it's like, I know all the time you like try to get interviews at the event, but if like you lose, I don't want to give an interview.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even want to. When I would lose at an event, I didn't even like want to hang out with my friends. Or I mean, like it'd be like my team and like a couple of really good friends just like chilling, talking. But it's like I didn't want to do shit after a loss. I just wanted to go home.
Yeah.
And it's like so I can understand from a player's point of view of not wanting to do an interview. But it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you supposed to say to them?
That's something that I've been dealing with, and it's gotten to a point where now Aaron and I just say, look, like, I'm sorry, or if they won, then it's not a big deal, but like this is my job, and like this is what I have to do. I'm getting
well, it's just how you approach it.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I approach it like, dude, I know you don't want to do this right now, but I really, really need this. And then that's how we've tackled it over the past like few events. And another option that I guess toyed with or thought about is just taking Vision and like only making it about the COD team, or making different series about the different teams, but I wanted to stay true to like the fact that Vision is centralized in Optic, and it's centralized. It's a documentary series about Optic, and like that's something that I took pride in, rather than, other people are like, this is a documentary series about our one team, or this is a highlight video about our one team.
At that point, it's like not even a documentary series. It's just like coverage of that event.
Yeah, I mean, well, there are definitely documentaries about certain teams, like they're really good, but as far as like but then it's just a documentary about that team. It's not a documentary about that org. Yeah. It's just about those 5 players, and so I don't like this is just always going on in my mind, like all the time. Like, how do I make this perfect? Like, how do I deal with this, stay true to myself and what I guess we've built with Vision, and then also like, what do I need to do to please the fans that and the supporters that are like constantly just saying, hey, you're not doing this right, like give us Vision, and how do I like lay the groundwork, or continue to lay the groundwork for what I want Vision to be, because I don't want Vision to be like what it has been, I guess. Like, if you look at the best Visions ever, like if you look at Premiere or Crossroads or Trust the Process, like they all flow, and they're all live interviews, and they're all because we've reflected, or like we've bounced stuff off of each other, and I can't like.
And there's just a lot of people at the house.
Yeah.
CS:GO, the CS team over there.
Yeah. Yeah, and people are like that's another thing. This is like getting out of what we were just talking about and more just talking about Vision, but like people like there hasn't been a Vision in a month. Well, like a month ago, that was like a pretty bad time in Optic. And so while we're dealing with all the shit that people know about and people don't know about, like behind the scenes in this house, the CS team is off they still don't have a fifth, or they play really bad. They don't qualify for the major. And then they have all of this stuff going on in the CS team. And I wish I was able to be there to like understand what's going on and to like cover it at all. But we're literally stressed out of our minds in this house. And then you just get bombarded with, oh, well, they don't even care. They stayed home and didn't go to the CS event, like, because they don't care about CS. But I bet you if it was a COD event, they would have gone. And it's just like,
the CS events in Australia.
Yeah. It's in Australia during, like, that whole period. And
like, people don't...
frustrating even to think about.
Like, I'm sure people look at being able to travel is like a blessing, and it definitely is, because that's like the coolest thing I tell people, really. Is like I get to I've traveled
for sure.
to like every main city in the United States pretty much.
Yeah.
But traveling takes a toll on you.
And how
I hate traveling. I don't mind. I hate waking up early, going to the airport, standing in security.
Yeah.
Fucking.
But I think it's how we travel, because we travel from Thursday to Monday, and then we come back.
And
then
Monday.
2 weeks go by, and then we Thursday to Monday, and it's the same. And it's you get there Thursday, you're exhausted. Friday, you have 6 hours before the event starts. Then you work, or you're around the event from Friday until you leave on Monday. So if you go to Seattle, you're not going to see anything unless you get it out of the way on Thursday. Yeah. So it's, I like traveling too, but how we travel
is traveling, but we're just in the convention
center. Yeah, right.
We're not exploring cities.
Yeah. I forgot where we were
with that. You at least.
Yeah, I'm not exploring
lately.
Anything.
I've been, for a decent time now. Whenever I go to events, I do enjoy myself.
Yeah. Like, we haven't even talked about DreamHack. We went to DreamHack. It was your first Halo event back since...
Dude, DreamHack. It was...
a year and a half or something.
It's crazy how different DreamHack is, or a Halo event, compared to a COD event.
Oh, it's
obviously COD events are a lot bigger. But, like, COD events, it's like people legit go to party. And, like...
Yeah.
I'm at this Halo event, and of course excited to see I haven't seen so many of them in years. I saw Demon D for the first time since 2011.
Yeah, bro, you were happy as hell. So you're like, my duo.
Dude. And then, of course it's cool seeing everyone, but it's like they're playing. When they're not playing, they're with their team in a hotel room, like talking about matches, they're going to sleep early.
Yeah.
And then it's like I'm just sitting there like, is anyone trying to turn up?
Party? Yeah. And
so like every night was kind of not boring, but it was definitely a lot more chill.
Yeah.
But then Sunday night was really fun.
It was fun. Yeah, COD events, like, you're sitting there on a Thursday, and you're like...
Oh, it's every night.
Yeah. Like, it's sometimes, like, exhausting.
Yeah. It's not healthy.
But, and so, like, my Friday nights on COD events consists of which Airbnb are we going to, which hotel room are we going to, who am I meeting in the bar, who's buying drinks, and then... who all is hanging out, and then we ends up being a ton of people hanging out and like having fun and just partying, and like
that's every night,
and that's every single night. And then Friday night at DreamHack, there were 13 guys in one room talking about the last 10 years of Halo, talking about what they did this tournament,
dude.
But I almost liked it more. I was just sitting there listening to you guys,
dude,
and I was
I could see you,
dude. I don't know. I love hearing about people's passions and shit.
I don't know. Sometimes that shit's more like just more fun.
Yeah, I honestly in that room had a blast because I was just like drinking my drink and just like getting a little bit of a loose feeling, and then you guys were just roasting each other about like gunfights that you lost in 2009, and I'm just like, what? I'm like mesmerized,
dude. It's so many memories.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Man, I hope one day I can.
I know what you're thinking. I think.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But yeah, DreamHack was fun. We threw a party in our hotel rooms. First time I've ever done that.
Really?
Yeah, I've always gone to other people's rooms.
I think I've had a couple in my room, but that was just like so random. It's because we were all at the bar. Yeah, you were at the bar. We were rapping.
Yeah. We were we were freestyling at the bar.
But and then it's just like it's kind of like us Halo guys, and it's like a shit ton of, I guess H1Z1 players,
like
and
DreamHack
people.
I
don't know any of them. And it was just like not like the whole time we were just like, come on, like let's do something. Can someone step it up?
Yeah, right.
Like, they were like, whose room are we going to? And then I was just like, we can just go to my room. And we go to my room. It's like 8 of us walking in. And then we have like cups and beer. And, well, we didn't put beer in the cups for beer pong. But we played pong with water. Then people had beer. And next thing you know, more people are coming with alcohol. Next thing you know, more people are coming with alcohol. More people are coming I've never seen in my life.
Yeah,
and then
right.
It's like 25 people in a small
in a 2-person
with like a balcony. It's fucking starts stinking. It's hot as shit.
Oh, I'm sure it stank in that room.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was worth.
No, it was definitely fun. And I remember like very like in order to bring down my intoxication level, because we had to leave at like 7 a.m.
Dude,
I just cleaned. Dude, I cleaned for like 45 minutes. Like probably longer than that, like an hour.
Well, I like half cleaned because when we got to the hotel room, it was like our stuff was kind of like scattered around.
Yeah.
And so like I had to take like all of our belongings, like all the electronics, put them somewhere so they don't get fucked with.
You hid my
camera. The suitcases behind the beds.
I appreciate it.
I had to unplug everything. Like the lights and shit, put them somewhere else. Take the table that we're using for pong, put it somewhere. There's just trash everywhere. I'd put it in the closet. Fucking got the ironing board out, put it against the wall so people could put alcohol.
Yeah, you set it up. You did set it up, and I tore it down. I didn't realize that until right now. But yeah, it was.
Yeah, I was dead.
Oh, dude!
Like
I
slept for 30 minutes.
I didn't think you were gonna make the flight,
dude. When all right, so it's 7. What time did we leave for the airport? Was it
7:45? It's 7:30 at the time.
I remember looking at my phone. It's like 7:10, and I'm thinking in my head, all right, we'll leave at 8. So I set an alarm for 7:45 and 8. Then it's like 7:40. And then I probably slept 20 minutes. You wake me up, and I'm just like, I was so close to telling you, like, dude, just leave me. Like
that would have been the second time I'd done that.
I'll just buy a flight. Because, dude,
I'm glad.
Like at this point, I'm super glad. I literally just forced myself to just stand on my feet, because at that point I'm still drunk.
Yeah,
head hurts.
But it's not the good. It's good. It's the coming down and the tired. And the
it's the you should be passed out right now.
Yeah.
Not traveling to the airport.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, no shower. Fucking just half asleep, throwing shit in my suitcase, walking out with sunglasses because I don't want to see the sun.
Yeah, but I guess DreamHack for your first Halo event back.
Yeah, it was
overall fun. It was fun.
It was fun.
You said, but what? Why do you say that? Like, you're like, yeah, DreamHack was fun. Maybe I'll go to an event in the next 2 years or something like that. Like, just because you went to DreamHack, like, you're not interested in, like, going back to Halo. Like, going back to
I could never,
any.
like, competing?
No, like, going back to any just to, like, hang out again.
I don't know. It depends. Like, people, even the Halo people said that, like, that was the most lit Halo event.
That one?
Yeah.
The one we were just at?
Well, within the past
yeah.
year or two, whatever.
Dude, COD events are ridiculous if that's the case. But yeah.
And I was like, if that's the case, then I might be good.
Yeah. Because you're just.
Like, if it's like a special thing, I'll go.
Right.
Or if, like, I don't know, if you go and you're recording the event or whatever, I might tag along. We'll see.
Yeah.
If I know, like, at least some of my friends are going. But it's just all my friends compete.
Yeah.
Like, no one's trying to turn up until Sunday night. So it's like, and I personally never have, and I'm not sure if I ever will, enjoyed, like, sitting there and watching. Even when I was a pro, I'd get knocked out or waiting for my next match. I wouldn't sit there and watch. I'd go back to my hotel and just, like, chill.
Yeah.
Like, I've never just been a fan of watching.
Even in, like, old Halos or just Halo 5?
Maybe Halo 2.
You would watch Halo 2?
Maybe a little bit of Halo 3, but no, actually no. Even at events, I wouldn't really watch. Even online, I wouldn't really watch. I don't know why. I just not interested in watching.
Yeah. So
it's like I don't really want to go down to the venue and, like, sit in main stage and just, like, watch.
Yeah. I'm surprised you watched that series with me, or with us. The NV Optic series. Like, you went to the venue and I was like, all right, I gotta shoot this.
I think that was just perfect timing, because I was like, I gotta go to the venue. This is my first Halo event in forever. So I would go to the venue, and that just happened to be there. So I was like, okay, since this Optic versus Envy, I'm gonna stay for this.
Yeah, and then APG was playing right beside you.
And APG was playing right, but after the Optic match was finished, I watched, like, the first 2 games of APG's thing, and then I was like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah. Then that was it. Yep. You never came back.
Did I not?
No. You didn't even see the grand final stage. It was lit. They, like, moved it. You know where Dota was, like, behind you, as we were watching? They moved the Halo main stage there. Because H1Z1 was setting up there. Yeah. Yeah, they moved the Halo main stage there, which was crazy.
I watched it just from my hotel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because, like, when we were in that room with 13 Halo pros, everyone was talking, but everyone had their phones out watching the event. Yeah. Like, on Twitch, everyone was watching Halo and talking about Halo, and that's when, dude, you were like, I don't think you were, like, drunk, but you were, like, feeling good, and you were just talking about Halo, and then you tweeted, "Halo will always have my heart," or something like that.
It will.
I was like, man, Nick's getting emotional.
It's like, I don't know. It was very nostalgic.
Yeah.
Just especially seeing everyone and just fucking talking about it. Like, that was my life.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like not even just
legitimately my life. Those were the people in my life. I made my career with them.
Yeah.
So it's
wild.
Yeah.
It was cool because I think that's, like, the first time I'd ever seen you in that environment. Like, the only time I've seen you in Halo, like,
it's just like getting shit on.
You're
Halo
just
5,
yeah. You're literally just stressed, like, disgustingly stressed, and not having fun. Right. But, like, in that, like, when anyone talks about Halo, they don't talk about Halo 4. They don't talk about Halo 5. They talk about every other Halo besides that. Yeah. So you guys were, like,
talked about anything but, like,
H2A or
H2A, Halo 3, Halo 2.
So you were, like, talking about that, and you would, like, remember something. You'd be like, dude, and then you would, like, get into it and I was sitting there. I was like, I've never seen you talk about Halo like this. Yeah. Because I feel like I've always tried to get that out of you. I've always tried to, like, get you to talk about Halo. Like, I've always tried to get Big Timer to talk about, like, old school COD because he just doesn't give a fuck anymore.
But I'm sure if Rambo, or why did I just say Rambo?
I don't know.
The Big Time or a Rambo team, right?
Yeah. They're like a duo.
I guess that's why. But I'm sure if Big Timer was in a room with all those dudes,
for sure,
it would be on. But it's like,
but he's not going to actively
just,
go
talk,
watch.
Like, it has that's only going to come out naturally.
Yeah,
with,
exactly.
The right people.
Yeah, that's a situation where like obviously nobody was going to record anything, but that's a situation where like
I literally thought while I can't say that.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm thinking? While we were in that room, I was like, you could.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what you're saying.
Like, this is something that could.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. It should have been.
Yeah.
But it's like basically as a fly on the wall, which is basically what I was, because I couldn't contribute to the conversation at all. But it was just so like that like for people that are nerds and Halo is their thing, like that would be like the coolest shit to ever witness. Yeah. It's kind of like sitting in a like we always like talk about like I wonder what it's like in Kanye's booth. Like what are people talking about? What are they doing? Like how are they bouncing off each other? Or, like what are they reminiscing about? It's like I lived that for the Halo version of it. Yeah. It was dope, dude. It was dope.
And I want to just get it's weird because literally I would say pretty much everyone is friends. Like I would love to get everyone we had there. A lot of Halo 3 players, but like I would also love to have like Ogre 2 there, Walshy, T Squared. I don't know if you met Gosayami.
Yeah.
Like Gosayami, like kind of the old schoolish players that like still kept a name for themselves. Just,
dude.
Like, did I say Fear itself? Like, no. Fear, fucking, just a lot of
Victory X. Dude, there's like the amount of like knowledge that Ogre 2 has, like the Ogre twins just in general, like,
dude.
Because like
to put this into perspective, their first event was like before Hugh was born, like 2002. The Ogre twins won an event before Hugh was born.
What in Halo?
Yeah. And it's still going on.
I think that might be what intrigues me so much about Halo, is that the whole reason I got into this, I've said this a million times, because of the Super Smash Brothers documentary, where basically like these guys, like Smash Brothers came out on the 64, and everybody knew about that game. They're like, oh my god, this game's dope. Then it came out on the GameCube, and 14 to 15-year-old kids started running tournaments. Like 14-year-old kids were booking random ass just buildings.
And it was, dude,
like multi-purpose rooms, and they were like creating online forums, like communities, and they were like making tournaments. And those people, then you like throughout that documentary, you see those people, and some of them are still competing today, and they're like they've been doing it, but they've been doing it forever, but they're like 26 because they've been doing it for 11 years.
Hugh was born.
Dude, how?
What year was Hugh born? He's what, 16?
I think he was born in 2000 because he's 7. He can't compete in COD because he's 17.
I thought he was 16 though.
I don't know.
Well, either way, fucking Pistola was like competing. I think Pistola competed in 2006, and now and Hugh was 5, 6, and now they're teaming. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That does not happen in sports. Well, actually, does it?
Maybe.
Like Carmelo? Yeah, that happens in sports too. That shit would be crazy. And it's like, I don't know. I'm sure there are people like Frosty or B or Spectre that like watched Halo, obviously, and they watched their favorite players play, and now they're probably playing against them or teaming with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like Frosty watching Halo back in the day probably watched Royalty and Snakebite, like in like Reach or something.
Did you ever see the MTV episode, True Life, I'm a Pro Gamer or something like that?
T-Squared?
T-Squared?
Yeah.
Dude, there's just that show, like, I forget when that aired. It was during Halo 2, so it was probably 2006. And then to think 3 years later, and I'm watching that shit like, oh shit, that's T-Squared. And then to think 3 years later, not only do I beat him at a tournament for a national championship, but because at that time I was a nobody, but like I'm watching him on TV and I'm like, oh shit, that's T-Squared. 3 years later, I beat him at a national championship, and I'm chilling at his house for a week.
Yeah.
Like I literally, like, I don't even know how that happened. I was just like friends with him. Yeah. I like flew down to Florida and like chilled at his apartment for a week before a tournament. And it was just like, wow, 3 years before that, I was watching you on TV.
Dude. Imagine living my life. I was watching Scump videos when I was a sophomore in high school.
Dude. Fucking.
And now I'm like really good friends with him.
Yeah. I remember Halo events would have COD events, but it was like a Halo event. Halo was the main thing. COD was just like on the side.
That's why.
And
that's
I paid
why
like no attention to it.
Yeah, that's
like,
why COD
I would
kids
see, like Scumpin'. Who would I see?
Fear, probably like Moho. And
I remember Scump might have been like Big Timer. I think Mike, like Enable and Flamesword, kind of were friends with them.
Okay.
And so I'd kind of see them mingling, but I was just like, COD kids.
Yeah, that's why COD kids like.
Boy, have the tables turned.
Reach dropped, and all of a sudden, dude, you guys got shit on because the best Call of Duty came out when the worst Halo came out. Halo 4 came out when Black Ops 2 came out, and it was just like MLG dropped you guys, picked us up, and then all the shit that you guys have been talking about COD kids for 4 years.
I don't think anyone like really talks shit about COD kids. Like I think they were just like there. Like we didn't, not that we didn't notice them, but it's like we weren't like talking shit about them. Like we did our thing, they did their thing. Yeah. And they just fucking skyrocketed to the top. And we didn't. And we ran out of gas. Started plummeting.
All right. Well, we've been talking forever.
Dude, I can't believe.
An hour and 45 minutes.
Are people going to listen to this for
I don't
an hour
know.
and 45 minutes?
I feel like there was a lot of rambling. There was a lot of reminiscing. Hopefully you guys did enjoy that.
Dude, I can't believe when you said we've been talking for 50 minutes that it was 50 minutes.
Yeah, it felt like 20.
Yeah. If you would have asked me, I probably would have said like 20, 25.
I feel like we said there was some cool shit in there though.
Yeah.
There was some cool shit
there
we
definitely was.
Yeah.
But that shit, like usually, I remember the last podcast we did. Like, I enjoy doing these, obviously.
Yeah.
But, like, I remember looking at the clock, and I'm like, 43 minutes. I'm like, damn. Felt longer than that.
Yeah.
But this one...
This one flew.
Yeah, this shit
we were talking about shit. We were talking about shit that we, like, really are passionate about. Yeah. So, it's easy to rant and to talk.
That's another Flycast in the bag.
Another Flycast in the bag. We'll do this again next week.
We got to.
I wonder if Mike will be snoring on the couch next week.
And his alarm going off?
Yeah. Still no cuts. We have yet to cut.
What do you mean?
In a Flycast.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. Damn.
We're killing it.
We're nice.
Because we have to cut in the Optic podcast all the time. But that's going to do it, guys.
Yeah.
Do we have any outro music?
I legit still forget my line.